Hi everyone, it's Shea. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a productivity video to give you some tips on how you can stay productive this fall. I don't know about you, but for me, I think that fall and the cooler weather actually makes me more productive when it's usually like cloudy outside and I just want to stay cozy indoors. I usually am pretty productive when it comes to doing my work, making new YouTube videos. A new season kind of brings me like a new little burst of energy. So I just wanted to go over a few tips that have helped me start to really get productive as fall is coming. I just have 5 quick tips for you, and hopefully this helps you out. If it does, make sure to like and leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. My first tip is to set up a really cozy environment. And for me, environment makes a huge difference on how productive I am. I have to make sure first off that my room is nice and clean. And then I also like to kind of create a certain vibe to my room. That's usually just like lighting one of my favorite fall candles. And I know I have way too many already. Being super comfortable, wearing comfy clothes, getting under a cozy blanket, just making sure that my environment is really clean and open and bright. I really like bright spaces. Even if it's like a rainy day, I love to just turn on a lamp or just make sure that I have some sort of light so I don't feel like I'm in the dark and I'm super tired. For me, I still work from home, so my environment, like I can make it as cozy as I want here. So if that's the same for you, I highly recommend going out and making sure that wherever you're working or studying is somewhere that you enjoy being and that feels comfortable to you. And as I mentioned, cleaning up is really important for me. Before work, I just like to make sure that my desk is clean, there isn't any clutter, I have a lot of space, because just visually, if you have a lot of things on your desk or around you, it can feel kind of like you're just being like closed in around all these piles of stuff. So usually I like to just make sure my desk is clean before I start work. I'll wipe it down. I'll put away any notebooks or things that are just like cluttered or taking up space, receipts. Once that's done in the morning, I make sure to get in some comfy clothes, light my favorite candles. Fall smells just really make me so happy. Grab some coffee and just make sure that my space is really just like nice and, makes me want to be productive. That works for me. I don't know if it's the same for you, but environment definitely makes a huge difference on how productive I am or how focused I am. My second tip, and this is probably the biggest tip that has helped me the most, I love to listen to ambient noise videos. For me, since we haven't been able to go to coffee shops or go out that much, I know some things are opening up now. I used to love working at coffee shops because I feel like the surrounding sound just really helps me focus. So what I did is I have over-the-ear headphones, and those have been a game changer for me because they really just like lock you into that moment. I love watching videos on YouTube. YouTube has so many ambient noise videos. I personally love the cafe ones, but they also have nice autumn or fall sounds. So this is usually a video of, a rainy day in a cafe, or they have nice visuals of pumpkins, orange leaves on trees. It's just very nice and calming. I love listening to rain sounds if it's a little bit cloudy outside. And like I said, just having those over-the-ear headphones just really locks you into that moment and really helps me focus because I don't hear the loud city noise. So this is also a really nice tip if you do live somewhere really loud like me. There's constantly street noise, constantly can hear like people walking by, and it really just breaks my focus. So if you have this, it really just gets you into the zone, and I could work forever when I have my headphones on and my music playing or the ambient cafe noise. It's really nice. I get so locked in the zone. So I highly recommend this tip, and I can link some down below. I think I definitely got my headphones around Black Friday, so they weren't too expensive, but you can definitely find some cheaper options out there as well. But I highly recommend over the ear and not just like earbuds. Mine are also noise canceling, so that's another reason why it's great to get over the ear ones and not just like ear pods. My third tip is to build a new routine. So with a new season, new weather, new feeling, I think it's good to reset your routine. In my last video, I kind of did this where I just did a nice week-long reset to kind of get myself back into a motivated and productive mindset. You know, just because we're at the end of the year doesn't mean you can't, you know, try a new routine or restart with some new goals. I know people always want to set goals at the beginning of the year and then they just kind of taper off. I mean, that happened to me, it happens to everyone, but it's never too late to just totally try to reset and restart a new routine. So some ways you can do this are creating a new workout routine. For me, it's trying new workouts that I don't normally do. So I've tried to do some more Pilates. I've never really been a Pilates person, but it's been interesting to try something new. I also have been trying new recipes. So trying to eat healthier, but also just cooking different things. You can also just add something new to your morning routine. You can decide to wake up earlier. For me, I already wake up kind of early, but I'm not a person who feels like I need to wake up at 6 a.m. Like, it's just not gonna happen. You can try to, you know, journal every morning. You can try to go for a walk every morning. And as I mentioned, it's definitely not too late to look back on the goals that you set in the beginning of the year. I'm definitely gonna do this because if you watched my Notion video, I planned out my whole year and all my goals by quarter in that video on Notion. So I'm definitely gonna revisit that because I think there's a lot of things that I forgot about. So I'm just gonna readjust, you know, as we're going into like the last quarter of the year and just kind of see where my goals are at or if there's something I totally forgot about that I still want to do. Even though we're getting to the end of the year, which is crazy that the year has gone by so fast, doesn't mean that you can't set new goals. So yeah, I would say try that. Or, you know, you can just set goals for the fall or for the winter, whatever you want. Number 4 is kind of, I touched on this a little bit, but cooking new recipes really makes a difference. My sister showed me this app called Meal Lime, and this isn't sponsored or anything, but I've been using Meal Lime and it's been really nice. Like, the recipes are pretty easy to make. You get the whole grocery list. I will put it up on the screen. I talked about it in my last video. But it's free and it's really cool because they have all these really fun recipes that are pretty simple. It's nothing like too crazy that the normal person couldn't make. It's really changed up my cooking because I don't know about you, but I usually would cook like the same 2 things because it was just kind of like my go-to. But now I'm cooking different things every night and I'm super excited. Every single weekend I choose a new meal plan and it really helped me reset and like really enjoy cooking again. I'm always really excited to try the recipes because I've never had a bad one yet. As the weather gets colder, it's really fun to try like different soups, or I highly recommend getting a crock pot because that's really fun. You just like put everything in during the day and then, you know, it just cooks throughout the day and then by the time you're ready for dinner, it's all ready. And I have like a really good chili recipe. You know, with each season comes new seasonal food. So obviously like pumpkin's really big right now. There's a lot of different pumpkin soups. It's just like interesting to experiment with different seasonal foods in your cooking. And obviously baking is super fun too. Like I said, with all the pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, pumpkin scones, pumpkin pancakes, you know, whatever you want, it's fun to do some baking. And it's really nice because like I said, since I work from home, if I'm making pumpkin bread or something and my whole apartment smells like just warm pumpkin bread, it's a very nice feeling. And you know, it's always easier getting out of bed when you know you have a pumpkin muffin or pumpkin bread just waiting for you. At least that's how it is for me. My last tip is to get outdoors, and I know this is probably pretty obvious. So it's very simple, but it's also very nice. As the weather gets cooler, there's that nice chill in the air, and I love listening to a good podcast. I love a good true crime podcast. Just getting out and moving really does make me feel a lot better. And if you're eating healthier and you're moving more, you're definitely gonna just feel a lot more productive. I know in some places it definitely is a little bit colder than where I live, so I know this might be a little bit tougher, but it might be kind of nice to bundle up and you can walk with a friend or a family member. You know, you could create a routine so that way you're like, okay, every morning at this time, let's go for a walk and talk and catch up. So that might be a nice way to, you know, have kind of an accountability partner to make sure that you keep up with that. And like I said, you just feel a lot better, whether you're walking in the morning or just taking a break midday or even like a little after dinner walk. Always feels good instead of just being cooped up inside. I know, as tempting as it is to just like stay under a blanket and watch movies all day, definitely try to get outside a little bit. Those were all my tips for staying productive as fall rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am always very excited when fall comes around because like I said, I feel more productive. I also just love all the different fall scents and the pumpkin, and I love that stuff. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't. I definitely wanna know what your goals are for the fall. I have a lot of different language goals with Italian, and I will be making a lot of different study videos. Let me know if you enjoy this video. Like and comment, make sure to subscribe, and also let me know what videos you'd like to see in the future. I will see you all again very soon, and thank you for watching. Bye.